How's it going, guys? We are back with another build video. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far and enjoying the snow because it is officially wintertime now. So getting right into the build, if you don't ever want to die, this is the build for you. It is not great at soloing, but it is wonderful in group content. It is the Shockwave Druid. So getting right into it, we have 20 points into Lycanthropy, 1 point into Bear, 20 points into Shockwave, 20 points into Maul. We have 20 into Oak Sage, and 1 into all our prerequisites to hit Summon Grizzly. We don't have anything into Elemental. We have enough strength to wear our gear, and everything else goes into Vitality, as usual. We've got our Hoto. We've got our Arcane's Valor. We have a Jalal's Mane. With the Jalals, though, I would honestly try and get yourself a 3 either shape-shifting or druid skills and 3 Oak Sage pelt. We have our Spirit. We have a decent shifter Ami. Has a bit of strength, life, res. We have our BK rings, our Verdungos, our res boots. Now, if these were tri-res boots and it had that fire resist, it would be perfect. You can see we're a little bit lacking on our fire resistance. And then we got our chance guards. You could run res gloves as well. Now, here's where it gets a bit different. Instead of us running shifter skills, we're running summoning skills. That way, we don't have to worry as much about dying. It puts out a little bit less damage because you don't get the extra bonus to Shockwave. But with that being said, Oak Sage gives more life. It's better for the group content. So we've got our Torch, our Annie, and then we just got some life charms. That could also make up your missing res, in my case. Oops. So you see we have 1487 base life, with a very base of 837. So, we don't have a BO right now, sadly, but you can easily hit about 10k with this build, life-wise. So let's just go and refill our mana. And yeah, let's go to the scary place with the souls. So we're gonna get in here. You can see we're at 74, 76 in bear form. And we are just taking no damage at all whatsoever. You don't go through a whole lot of mana with this build. You can see I'm recovering it very fast. And with that being said, that's without an insight. So you can deck out your merc just purely for killing bosses and your mobs. We got Talrashas. We're going to be replacing that with a Andes. We got our Treachery. And we got a Obedience in a Thresher. Now this is player 1, but it does just fine surviving even in players 8 if you were to walk and you got into a bad room with souls, you know, the thing that wipes everybody in the game. And another bonus of using the Oak Sage is your merc gets the extra life as well. So it's going to be a lot harder for him to die. And you can see we are just shredding through. Obviously a bit slower than other builds. You know, we don't have TP. We can't TP through while shifted. That's probably one of the biggest cons to running a shifter build. But even with our low damage, it still does just fine at killing everything and making its way through various areas that might be dangerous. This is probably one of my favorite co-op builds only topped by a Shouter Barb, simply because of its survivability. You can stun stuff. You don't necessarily have to build your merc in sight like you normally would, because you don't really run into mana issues. Now, you can see I'm not using any potions, so you can see that you still do take damage. But nothing's gonna catch you off guard to the point that you have to panic and hit a rejuve. And one potion alone will heal all that health up. So it's gonna take a while to get 2 bales, so I'm just gonna look and see if we can find something a little bit quicker. I really need to get my waypoints. Well, maybe not. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut to where we're in the throne room, and we can go from there to show the rest of this off. Okay, so here we are in throne room. You can see just Shockwave's damage, while it's not a whole lot, it's still enough to clear players 1 well enough. Don't think we will end up running out, but let's refresh all our summons. And can't forget the ravens, those little guys deserve to be in there too. Now with this build, you have confidence, you have strength, you have bareness, and you have your brother bear too. So we're good to just straight up run this. I'm not sure how fast we'll be able to kill Bale with it, because, I mean, this is more of a co-op build than a solo build. But that is also why we have our merc set up the way he is, with the obedience and the crushing blow. Now, we could run a G-face and a duress, but the attack speed is going to be better as an overall for stuff that doesn't need to be crushing blowed, and we're going to want to run the Andes for the leech. Well, leech and attack speed, I should say. How dare you, says laughing. How dare you laughs at me. So you're definitely very, very tanky with this build, as I had already mentioned. But with it stunning the enemies as well, it makes it so that you can run pretty much anything that you can get in the range of. You could probably walk Anya on Hell pretty easily. Oh, we lost a summon there. What did we lose? Oh, our ravens. So we are going to continue on in, and we are going to dunk on Bale and his wacky hairdo that's attached to his head. Now, you do run pretty slow, but you know what they say that in the turtle, or tortoise in the hare, slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to worry too much about mana burn, getting you dunked, energy shield wise, or much of anything. Now I am going to speed up this portion because, as I mentioned, it is not great at boss killing. Okay, and we are on the home stretch here with Bale. As I mentioned before, it's not a boss dropper, but it is wonderful in groups if you're running with groups, or if you're fine taking things a little bit slower, if it means survivability. Summon that. And continue waving our arms in the air like we just don't care. And voila! He is a glorious boy. So if you guys want to see any specific builds, let me know in the comments. Or if you need help with anything on hardcore ladder, softcore ladder, just let me know. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Have a great day.